Hi, my name is Kendall Bergman,
My name is Caitlin Adams.
and we're going to tell you about a book called Let Me In. Let Me In is actually a really good book.
Don't let me in, because you'll die.
We're from Mrs. Hutchins' 4th hour class. The date is 12/14/11. This book is actually quite interesting, and I picked to read it. Actually, I was reading it, and then she kind of caught up with me on reading it.
Like, I'm a bookaholic. Like, you bring a book, and you're reading it, and you tell me it's good, and it's about, like, mythical stuff, vampires. Yes, vampires. I'm going to ask, hey, can I read it? And I'm going to tell you something. She reads slow. Slow.
Let me tell you something.
This is Stalin.
This is Hitler.
He's quite bad, actually.
She ties them up and stuff. Yeah, it's different. Anyways, so she's going to talk to you about the characters.
Alright, so Ellie is our vampire. She's the main character type. She's one of the main characters, I should say, because there's more than one. Okay, Oscar's the little boy. And I'm sorry about the it's just that I get quite nervous. And she's not. Get out of the ear! Alright, okay, so Oscar is a little boy. He's supposed to be fat, but in the movies he is not fat. So if you want the real thing, read the book. Come on, be smart, read it.
Maybe you'll learn something.
Oscar, he's a theft. He can steal anything he wants. I'm gonna stab her. Hold on. She's dead now. She's gonna come back in a few minutes. So. Okay, he steals money from his mom. He buys candy with the money he steals from mom. He steals candy. He steals a knife, and the psychotic part goes to her.
He stabs the tree repeatedly because the bullies, they make fun of him, and he stabs the tree. The knife is just for defense, for when the bullies go to attack him. When he stabs the tree, he actually calls it names, like they call him little girl, Piggy, and stuff. So it's kind of interesting.
I don't get it. Why are they gonna steal Piggy from Lord of the Flies? Come on.
Lord of the Flies.
That shows you that I'll read anything.
Oscar and Ellie, they actually go to an arcade type thing, and it's a little bit different. He asks Ellie if she wants some candy and stuff, and well, at first she denies it, and then he kind of looks away like, oh, okay, whatever. And so she finally says, oh, okay, well, I'll just take one, maybe one, it won't hurt. She likes it, but a few seconds later, she runs out and actually gets sick from eating it because she can't digest it.
You bite me one more time, Stalin. I swear to God. We'll go for... He's in out. I'll bring him out in a few minutes. He don't listen. He's like me. Okay, so let's show you the pictures. Oh, no. We have to do... Hawkins, sorry, can't pronounce it. Hawkins
is a pedophile.
Creepy guy. Creep.
He likes, okay, I don't know if it's,
It's not in the movie because it's Hollywood, but yeah.
It's Hollywood, and it's not in the Stephen King movie
but
either.
We can't go into details with it because this is for school and we have to be appropriate.
Yeah.
We'll try to be, at least.
If we're not appropriate,
lies.
I'm the psychotic one, it's okay.
No, lies. Well, anyways, he likes little boys, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
He is in love with Ellie. Ellie and him met when he was a little boy, and Ellie's been a vampire forever, so.
And just to let you know, Ellie is not a female, and she's not a male. She's completely nothing.
She's flesh.
Like, everywhere. She has nothing, no parts. Kind of interesting.
I wouldn't be surprised if her fingers were, flat. No, she didn't have those either.
But she has them.
Alright, Hawkins, he likes to get, he goes to get her blood, but he fails. And, one time he fails so bad, he burns his face off with acid because he doesn't want to get caught.
And he feels like so much of a failure enough already. So he just wants to be kind of dead to the world.
Alright,
he, hog ties them, and it's actually meat.
Stabs them in their throat, and then they bleed all the blood out, and it's not messy if you think about it.
It's actually not. They do pigs in a slaughterhouse. They hang them up by their feet and stab them in the neck a couple times, maybe a slice or so. Get a canister, and it'll blood will drain all the way into there, and it's not all that messy, so it's kind of neat. I like it.
I think it's cool too because it's just cool, like how like all of a sudden there's nothing, you stab one in the hole, or like.
He actually gets, I believe it's called chloroform or something like that, where you cover their mouth and it puts them into a sleep so they can't feel anything. So they're not really wide awake when they do it, but he feels so bad by doing it, and
Sorry, my like right by my neck is just sorry.
and he actually likes it if you catch my dress.
Okay, so Ellie meets Oscar at a playground, and she tells him we cannot be friends. She won't tell him why, but she says, I cannot be your friend.
It's kind of different. She, like,
They
Yeah.
get to know each other, and she starts feeling the feelings she had for Hawkins a long time ago.
but she doesn't really like him too much. Now, Oscar, he kind of, like, falls in love with her, and he's, like, just wants,
Sorry,
her
Colin's
to be,
trying to get out.
she just wants, or he wants them to be together, and she doesn't want that, because she doesn't want him to be hurt or have to do what Hawkins did and go get blood.
We actually think, it doesn't say so, but we think that she turns him into a vampire.
Yeah, because they ran away together at the end.
Yep. Ending, why don't you?
Yep. They do this thing called Morse code. It's tapping and
Scratching
scratching.
on the wall. It's actually quite neat. I was thinking about learning it, but
I could learn it and then teach it to her and then we'd be good.
I'd probably forget what words.
But they do that. It's right here. These ones you probably can't see. So, we're sorry. But if y'all are wondering, if you can see this, this is my idol.
Yeah,
And that one too. This is my idol.
Whoop, he's cute. Mine's Jay though, Jay Von Monroe. You know, you guys should look him up.
Blood on the dance floor.
But don't listen to their name music because it sucks. Quite literally.
Thumbs down. Sorry, guys.
Alright, Oscar gives Ellie this, like, Rubik's Cube.
A Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, and she like, is done with it.
In a matter of a day. Maybe
Like,
not
I
even a
don't
day.
even think I think she finishes it right there secretly, but doesn't tell him.
And he didn't, like, believe her when she said that she finished it, like, already, when he thought that maybe she took it apart and put it together, but really she didn't. So it was kind of neat. So, yeah, that's, like,
Okay, so Ellie tells, Oscar that he needs to start fighting for himself. He needs to stand up and tell the bullies to knock it off, or it's just gonna get worse and worse and worse. And he does it. He has
metal.
He has, like, them poles that you stab the ice with to see if it stays.
They're
And
in a,
he, like,
ice ring.
the bully comes up and he's like, give me the pole, give me the pole. And he's all like, no, and whoosh, hits him.
Cuts him in the ear.
He cuts him, and then
He screams, and then another group of girls scream because they find a dead body.
And then,
from
like,
Hawkins.
everyone starts, like,
Going
swarming
over
there.
to the girls.
So the teacher, like, bigger group, smaller group, bigger. You know, it's quite interesting, you know. Oh, you know, they were screaming first, but you're going to go to the, you know, bigger group? Yeah,
Yeah.
nice teaching skills.
And, when really the first one was more important than the dead body. So, with that, like, the bully is the main bully, this kid right here.
His brother picks on him,
Yeah.
so he gets it from his brother. His brother calls him little girl and da-da-da and tortures him and, you know.
And so he
But-
gets him in the ear a couple times, too.
So he gets it from his brother, that's why he does it.
So it's kind of rude and stuff. And they have this one scene where Oscar's at a, like, in the book, it's, Hawken is in this, pool, in the pool area-ish, like, within a workout area or whatever, in the locker room, and he actually, he kind of, like, strips down nude, because everybody's like that, I guess, because they're all changing in the locker. And, he goes to kill a kid there. Again, hog tie. So, yeah, and then,
Kill the kid?
yeah. But
That-
doesn't kill it.
That questions my opinion on him.
But he doesn't kill him because, 3 bigger dudes, like, walk in and stuff, and unfortunately the kid wakes up and starts to scream. So Hawken goes and runs.
No wonder you feel like a fail. Sorry. Okay, let's look at the pictures and see what we've missed so far.
We've got the tapping.
Okay, Ellie and Oscar, they make a pact. This is be best friends forever. And it's a blood pact. When he cuts his hand, he's like, it only hurts for a minute. And Ellie starts, like, spazzing, you know, vampire blood. You know, she probably hasn't fed in a while because Hawkins didn't get her blood. And, like, as soon as she sees the blood, she, like, goes crazy. And she, like, drops down to the floor and licks up the still blood.
She tells
And
him
then,
to leave,
but he doesn't.
and she runs out and goes and kills that lady.
Yes, this lady dies.
She's actually
Wrong spot, wrong time. But
gets put in a hospital, and
doesn't she get turned into a vampire? If I
Yeah.
remember correctly, yeah.
she gets turned into a vampire. She gets put into a hospital because, like, of course she's been attacked, and she gets, like, this vampire. It's dark in her room and everything. She sees the blood in the cord, just like, ooh,
And then she, like, starts eating her arm.
feeding off her blood, and then a nurse walks in, opens the curtains, and the nurse catches on fire. It's kind of like it's a murderous book, I guess. That's good.
Sorry, he got out. I'm back!
And,
Did you miss me?
you're talking.
You're dead, you killed yourself.
Shh. Just because I committed suicide in my room doesn't mean anything.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Hey, Miss H, remember our Hitler poster? Hitler.
We're getting that back, by the way. We want death out of there.
You can have the rest. So let's cut the death out.
Okay, but with that, the pool scene. They they catch this dumpster on fire and they go and tell the teacher, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. The bullies
And the
do.
teacher yells, everyone out of the pool, and takes off before you can realize
Nobody's out of the pool. So the bullies walk in, get out of the pool. There's kind of like, get out of the pool type thing.
The main bully, his brother, does this.
Yeah, he goes and grabs, because Oscar's still in the pool trying to get out. And, no, actually Oscar runs and then gets dragged back into the pool.
Yeah, he gets dragged by his
And
neck.
then-
He gets cut all down his back from where they dragged him.
Yeah, and the older brother takes him by his head of the hair and holds him there for a minute and says, this is what you're going to do. You're either going to hold your breath underwater for 3 minutes and I'm only going to nick you on the cheek, or if you can't do that, then I'm going to gouge one of your eyes out. Pretty gruesome. And then, Ellie, she knocks on the door and stuff, and they go over there, one of the bullies says, and she says, let me in. And the guy kind of is, like, iffy about letting her in and everything, so it's kind of, weird. And she does it again, let me in. So he lets her in, she zooms in, she freaks, like, kind of glides over the water. It's really cool. And,
Silence, knock it off.
I'm trying to tell a story.
Sorry.
And she decapitates the one that's holding Oscar underwater. She kills all of them but him. He's like the last one that gets killed. So it's pretty neat. Yeah. But with that,
she kills him, and then they have to leave town. There's been too many dead bodies. They're gonna suspect. So they put Ellie in a box. A big,
like, it's like a big,
like trunk thing in the older days.
yeah.
The musicians used to use them to like keep all their
Cut you
stuff
open?
in.
Oh,
Yeah, type thing like that. And like they're on the bus, and they start doing the Morse code.
Yep, talking to him and stuff while he's eating candy and sitting it on the trunket thing.
And it doesn't say this in the book, but we suspect that he is a vampire.
We think Ellie might have changed him.
Because
or
she didn't want another.
Hawkins.
Sorry, I cannot remember his name for the life of me.
But with that, we hope you enjoyed our little presentation.
Sorry
it
if it
wasn't
was
funner.
boring, but we really did try to entertain you, but
We can only do so much with being appropriate.
And turn it into school and not make it too long. But she's going to go turn the video camera off because I'd break it. Alright, so say bye, Hitler. Bye to Kendall.
Bye.